Welcome aboard my new 747. Alright, so guys, if you remember my newest airplane, the Lego Airbus A320, which is a custom built airplane, I'm not going to be showing another showcase video of it. In fact, I'm going to be showcasing a better and more iconic airplane that you always know and love. Welcome aboard the new 747. Wait, this is not the new 747. I'm talking about this even better and more iconic masterpiece. If you people watch this video, that means you know that this is my 747 remodel. My second 747 remodel is my best plane I've ever painted. But now it's not getting very realistic. But now from time to time, my planes get even more realistic than ever. And now I really wanted to return the iconic 747 but in a more realistic way. Which is why I painted the brand new Boeing 747. I know you love the 747 so much, and I always will. That's why I posted this on February 9, 2025, celebrating the 56th anniversary of the first flight of the Boeing 747, the city of Everett. The one that flew on February 9, 1969. The Boeing 747 really revolutionized growing air travel and made Boeing a leading manufacturer in the history of aviation because it was the first wide-body airliner. However, it was thought it would be preceded by supersonic transports because at the same time when wide-body air travel was being developed, supersonic air travel was also being developed. That's when Concorde was developed at the same time as the Boeing 747. However, when supersonic transport failed, the Boeing 747 succeeded a lot. It was capable of doing many roles. It even carried the space shuttle. In this video, I'm going to showcase the old 747 and the brand new remodeled 747. The first 747 always does not have any painting. It was painted on April 6, 2023. There are also more airlines. Even I painted my favorite 747, the Dash 400 and the larger Dash 8. But let's only focus on the Dash 100, the classic variants. Let's first talk about the nose and hump. The nose, it's okay, it's decent. The landing gear is not very realistic. The cockpit has minor inaccuracies. And the back of the hump, it does not even have a curve on this thing. But now let's compare and showcase with the new 747 redesign. So this one has a very realistic landing gear. In fact, it's the most realistic landing gear I've ever made. The nose and cockpit are at 90% perfection. It's very real. And with the back of the hump, it's very real as well. Now let's compare the wings and the engines. The wings are okay, but one disadvantage is that it does not have this thing, which I applied it on the newer 747. The engines are likely the most unrealistic part of the 747. They are too long. Unlike the newer engines, they are slightly bigger and shorter, which gives them more accuracy. And the backward engine, which is the third and fourth, they're placed more backward. But I'm not gonna talk about the landing gear since it's hidden behind the engines. Now let's talk about the tail. The tail fuselage is nicely done painted. Same goes for the newer 747. But the rudder has a big disadvantage. It's leaning less forward. We can see in real life that the rudder is sticking out from the bottom to top, more slanted, which was also done on the newer 747. And that's pretty much it for the old 747 and new 747. Both of them look very similar, but here are the differences. The old 747 has a larger size, its engines are close to each other, and we have straight back wings. For the newer 747, it's slightly smaller but more realistic and a better in size. The engines are stuck farther, and the edge of the wing, which is on the back, has this little thing which I don't know what it is. Oh, I almost forgot. The original 747 does not have any much details on the front landing gear. With the new 747, this has full details of the nose gear and has some detail on the main landing gear because the rest of the landing gear is covered by the engines. But what makes it more realistic is that it has antennas. From 2023 to 2024, the 747 did not have any antennas, so as other airplanes. But as my planes even get more realistic, I placed antennas. Well, I guess I won't be needing you anymore. The Boeing 747 is honestly my most realistic airplane I've ever painted. And it's honestly my most favorite airplane painting by now. Because of a lot of patience and precision, I can make very realistic airplanes like this. Example is the Boeing 777 and even the Airbus airplanes. But why did I place the wings and tail downward? As a kid, I was supposed to place wings and tails straight. And in real life, the wings and tail are placed slightly upward, like this. But the reason why they were placed downward, so that they have better visibility, so that I can see them even more. But anyways, let's not talk about the wings and tail that are downward. What's important is that the aircraft is mostly perfect. And let's not talk about the windows. I did not put any windows because I kinda got lazy and I might not get the right amount of windows correctly. But that doesn't matter. So what do you think of my brand new 747? Do you think it's the most beautiful jet I've ever painted? Tell me in the comments below. This airplane painting will also be shown to my favorite aviation YouTuber, i711. Mostly because of his aviation art, which were rated from 0 to 11. I mostly think that this jet would get an 8 out of 11. But anyways, make sure to wing the like and jet the subscribe button. And I will see you in another inspiring video. Bye bye, and happy 56th anniversary of the first flight of the Boeing 747. Midgap Field Gamer signing off.